making sure you win in every market. Your financial partners, Don and Gino.
Thank you for joining us every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 Cage. Yes, if you go to the studios, you won't see us there because we are at the Vault Media Studios right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage off Attorney Road. We're your local direct lender, helping guide you to the dream of homeownership. We love our job. I've been doing it for 27 years, and we have one of our top mortgage planners who's absolutely killing it and helping his clients succeed more than anyone I've seen. He's just killing it. Mr. Taylor Weiner, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for the accolades. Teamwork makes the dream work. Certainly wouldn't be where I'm at without the team.
And
all the support
right
staff.
Smart. Nice man.
Can I blow a kiss?
There you go. They love you too, because the business you bring out also helps support their families and stuff. But we do have the best team in the world. We love coming to work. We have our funding bell. It's fun. Our clients coming in now and ringing the funding bell. How about that, Shane? Is that cool?
Yeah, it's way cool.
I mean, I don't think you see it at the other lending offices, right?
A bell?
Yeah, where they come in, they get to push the button on their own funding and ring the funding bell.
I haven't seen it yet, so.
All right, we'll have to show you because we're developing the Wall of Fame.
Okay, great.
All our great clients and stuff, and you're going to be on our Wall of Fame for our radio stars.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.
Okay, so today we have Shane Cabrera with Keller Williams VIP Properties. I love Keller Williams because they put a lot of effort into helping you succeed, and I'm telling you, they get trained like no one. Your teamwork is amazing there too. I love the people at Keller Williams. You guys rock.
We have great support at the office. Couldn't be blessed even more. Whenever I need help, they're there. I love the office. It's great, so I have no complaints. It's like home. It's family over there.
All right, so you've been living out in Santa Clarita your entire life, and you get into real estate. I mean, you're an educated young man. You've got a bachelor's degree, right?
Yes, sir.
And you chose real estate.
Yes.
Explain.
Well, in a nutshell, I won't bore the audience.
But they got to get to know Shane.
Oh, absolutely.
If they don't know Shane, they can't trust Shane, and they should be using Shane. So
yes,
enlighten us.
Okay. I actually started in the banking industry. I was working for the banks for over 8 years, 8 or 9 years. So a lot of the knowledge as far as finance, numbers, lending, I got a taste of it from working at the bank, putting numbers together and learning how to build relationships.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because in my field, it's all about relationships.
You see what the sign says behind you? It's all about relationships. That's our motto, too.
Oh.
Yeah. Cherry Creek. It's all about relationships.
It's all about relationships. So working there and just being in sales and customer service for over 10 plus years, I've had that experience of how to talk with clients, I guess you can say, and educating clients and helping them as far as creating a plan. In my business, it's all about just creating a plan. It's not just selling; it's educating clients, and I believe that's really important for a client to know. Clients don't want to be sold.
Really? I know they run for their lives for most salespeople, no doubt about it.
They do.
You offer education and information.
Yes. Education and information.
Because really, that's all they want.
Absolutely.
That's all you want, right out there? Right, Taylor?
That's all I want.
Exactly. But that's all you offer. I mean, you offer a lot of education between Mortgage Coach and the guidance, and you're passionate about it.
That's definitely a separation piece, is that we're not offering a single product. We're offering multiple products in advising on the questions that they have on those products. So that is something that does separate us from everybody else, is that we're not just setting a 30-year fixed quote mortgage in hoping that they're okay with that. We're giving their options and letting the client make an informed and educated decision.
I like that. So Shane, didn't mean to cut you off. So
yeah.
I know your motto is about education and information. Go on.
And I just want to, and when I meet with a client, I like to be professional. I like to sit down with them, create a plan, listen to their needs. It's very important that us as salespeople, we listen to what they're actually.
That whole 2 ears, 1 mouth thing.
Exactly. And it's all about what the client wants and providing to them what they want, and just showing them all their cards. I like to show them exactly what it is.
You just hit the nail on the head, because after being in business for 27 years, it took me, unfortunately, longer than you've been alive to figure that out. Is that a lot of people think it's a golden rule will treat people like you want to be treated. No, you want to treat them like they want to be treated, meaning find out what their goals are,
correct,
what's important to them, and then lay out all the options so they feel fully educated,
absolutely,
and informed, and not going, why didn't you tell me that, Shane? I wish I would have known that. You're like, but you cover it all. And then it probably makes them feel a lot more comfortable, I'd imagine.
Yes. And it just makes the process, much more easier with the client. Once you gain the trust, you show them the properties, and if it's everything that they asked for and more, just educating them and giving them what they want, the sales, it's easy.
So because of the full disclosure, it allows you to do your job.
Absolutely. Yes, it does.
Because a lot of times, and I'm kind of reading between the lines, because I mean, that's why we love having you here. We're very fortunate to work with you and your team. Is that you are that focused on full disclosure. It makes the rest of the job easy, because then you can focus on either selling their home or finding the home of their dreams, as opposed to, ooh, didn't tell you about that. Oh, didn't think about that. Oh, we still got to do that. Oh, I didn't ask you that. If you take care of all that stuff up front, listen to me, folks. I'm telling you that those questions that Shane Cabrera and his team and Cherry Creek Mortgage and our team, we pride ourselves on asking the right questions. That makes the transaction go through smoothly. Everybody's heard about horror stories.
Yes,
Shane, we have
I've
horror
heard
stories,
a lot of horror
whether
stories.
it's with a real estate agent or with a lending company. How would it be for you to just go through and go, wow, that was actually fun?
Well, Shane really does a good job, too, of getting his clients professional mortgage planning. So I think that every good sale of a home starts with good mortgage planning. Outside of cash, you're going to be purchasing a mortgage. And what Shane does is gets them over to the right people, gets them in the correct price range, gets a payment comfort, and then that makes them a lot easier to narrow down the search. So you're giving them options based upon what they can afford, instead of giving them options based upon the inevitable, which is they may not know what they qualify for.
I like that. Actually, let's touch on that. You just teed up. That's Taylor Weiner with Cherry Creek Mortgage, one of our own, sharing with you some great thoughts. With us is Shane Cabrera with Keller Williams VIP Properties. Let's talk about getting the right price range, because I think this is something that you pride yourself on, and real professionals, this is when you're trying to figure out how to sell your home. You think it's just sticking a sign in the front yard and marketing. That is not true. There's so much behind the scenes that has to happen to properly price your home, because there's some pitfalls. Why don't you go over the values of pricing your home right, and what factors go into that, because you're an expert at this, and that's
Absolutely.
why you need to listen to this, because if you're thinking about selling your home, or your family member is a coworker, listen to Shane, because I've seen his tips. This is good stuff.
So as far as pricing a home correctly, the way that I personally do it, I have a great relationship with local appraisers that have been in business for a very long time. I give a call out to my appraiser, give him an address. He tells me what he thinks it's worth. Before I actually get an actual appraisal, I actually do the research myself. I call my title resources. I look at what has sold in the area. I look at the square footage of homes in the area that might be comparable to the subject property. I look at the condition of the property. One house might be a foreclosure. One house might be a short sale. One other house might be a turnkey, ready move-in property. The other home might be, a distressed property. So I take that all into consideration.
Important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I look at what has sold. I look at what has sold within 3 months, and if I have to, I go up to 6 months, and sometimes I go up to a 7 month, depending on the area. Then once I narrow down the number and price it, in my thoughts, looking at all the numbers and putting it together, I ask my appraiser to see how close I get to a professional. And most of the time, I'm right spot on. When I have that conversation...
Well, you're looking at the same parameters they are.
Yeah,
you really are.
Yes, I am.
I mean, an appraiser, all they do is they actually lay it out, in numbers, but they're looking at the same thing you just mentioned.
Yes.
Comparables in the area, age of property, size of property, upgrades, no upgrades.
Correct.
How many homes around there are for sale? All those things come into play. But I like that you're not shooting from the hip. You're not going, it should be about this.
Yes.
Because we don't have time to get into it, but next segment I want to go into the pitfalls of pricing the home wrong.
Yes.
Because you've expressed a little bit. We got about a little bit over a minute here.
Okay.
But you've expressed what you do to price it correctly. But I think it's just as important that you all out there are enlightened on what happens if you don't price it properly, because you can always find a real estate agent that'll tell you what you want to hear, right?
Correct.
Which is, I want to sell it for this. Well, Shane said I can only sell it for this. Well, the next guy down the street goes, oh, I'll sell it for that.
Well, here's the thing about that real quick, because I know we're going to be shooting off to a break. Real quickly, if you price it wrong, the house will sit on the market, which is known as a stale listing. And what will happen is a lot of clients will just overlook that property since it's been sitting on the market for a period of time.
Well, I know you have 3 or 4 pitfalls of pricing the home wrong, which is imperative these days right now because we're going through another transitioning market.
Yes.
We went from the heated market last year to a slow market to an increasingly hot market again.
Correct.
So it's imperative to how you price your home, where your home is. We should talk about the hot pockets because it matters where you are, what track it is, what city you're at.
Correct.
Because there's certain areas that are hotter than others, and you have to understand that or you're going to price it wrong. So do not go away, because we're going to go over with Shane Cabrera with Keller Williams VIP Properties and Taylor Weiner with Cherry Creek the pitfalls of pricing your home wrong. It is imperative to know these steps that Shane's going to share with us when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Check us out at donandgino.com.